Hey everybody, this is JCubed. I'm Jared,
I'm Jason.
John.
and we're here to talk to y'all just about everything comics, video games, movies, life, just everything about what's going on with us.
Yeah, just three best friends talking, hanging out, and seeing what goes happen. What goes happen?
Yeah, and we'll just yeah. What goes happens.
What goes
And
happens.
we'll just see how things go.
That's how it goes here. No rules.
Yeah, that's
Chaos and
it's just
confusion
gonna go
begin.
like this.
No, but for real.
All right, so Jason, Pokemon,
Yes.
tell me about it. How are you enjoying it?
I'm really, enjoying what I've played so far. It is in Pokemon Arceus, however you want to pronounce it. I don't know how it's pronounced. It's the newest game that came out, John. If you don't know, which I think we talked to you about.
Saw the
right?
previews. Saw the previews. I really want to play it. Just haven't gotten around to getting to the stores yet.
It is definitely different. I'm really enjoying what Game Freak has thrown together for this game. It's not the prettiest looking game. That is the one thing I think everyone that has played it has kind of said about it. I think a lot of people are comparing it to Breath of the Wilds because that game is, beautiful to look at, but it is something different from Pokemon than what has been since
It is the
95?
first of its kind with Pokemon.
Yeah, it is. It's not
Because like even with Sword and Shield, like Sword and Shield was like you had some sense of open worldness, but it was still like a set linear path. Like
Mhm.
I
This is
haven't
totally
really
open
gotten
world?
into this one, but this one is like full open world. You have like main quest, you have side quest. I'm like super early on still, but I've got like people that are giving me quests like, hey, if you catch this Pokemon, bring it to me, and I want to see this Pokemon because I'm trying to make a picture of it, and it's like from what it seems like this is full on open world.
Yeah, it really is. And John, have you played a Pokemon game before? I'll just start with that.
Actually, the last one I bought was Let's Go Pikachu.
Dude,
But I love the classic thing. Yeah.
I loved those because I still like the OG ones are my favorite, right? Like
Yeah,
the
the nostalgia
red
of
and
it all is
blue, yellow, like the Let's Go Pikachu was just like that was my childhood, but like
Yeah.
in present day kind of, just I loved Let's Go Pikachu. I thought it was great.
Yeah,
that
so,
I will say, like catching Mewtwo is a lot harder now in my older ages than when it was way back when. And I can't find the glitch where you can beat that like glitch monster and get the unlimited like rare candies and all that.
Yeah, the missing no.
Wait, what?
I'm like, come on, Nintendo, give me like
Was
you
that
didn't
a
know
real
about that?
thing? Was that a? I thought that was like
That was
Oh,
like
yeah.
back on the
myth
like
thing.
original like
Game Boy.
red and
For
blue
real?
on the Game Boy.
God.
Like you
yeah.
had to do something, and then you flew to the Cinnabar Island, and you rode the coastline, and then this little like glitchy thing came up, and then you escape battle, and it's like whatever item was like sixth in your inventory, you got like unlimited of. So then you'd have like
Something ridiculous. Yeah.
unlimited Master Balls and all this. Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
So, yeah,
that,
I did
but-
have that complaint about that game.
How do you not know this, Jason?
Oh, I don't remember half the games I've played, let alone Pokemon. I think me and my brother had both blue and red, but
Nice.
But yeah, like take old Pokemon games. They're top down, and you're just kind of it's almost isometric in the kind of the how it is. Take
layout.
Pokemon, yeah, Arceus, and you're now just seeing it from a 3D perspective, and it is like wild to like just go up to a Pokemon and just chuck a Pokeball at it and bop it in the head
Yeah,
and
like you don't
catch
even
it.
have to initiate a battle. You can just go up and throw a Pokeball, and maybe you catch it, maybe you don't. But
Like you don't have to
like, you don't
wait
even have to,
around
like, battle
grass.
it.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything. You can just be sneaking in tall grass and go bop and just catch a Pokemon. That's what I do every time I throw a Pokeball at a Pokemon in this game. I'll say bop as it hits because it like stuns the Pokemon for a brief second, and it's like I just got hit before it goes into a Pokeball. But
What was that?
Yeah, essentially, it's like, what the fuck? What? It's like, oh, I'm a little tiny Pokemon now.
Why you little?
But no, it is like I am legit having. Actually, I think I have it paused right now. Before we hopped on this Discord call, I had started playing again this evening just to kind of do some side mission stuff. But it is Breath of the Wilds in its feel. Have y'all ever played any Monster Hunter game? Have y'all heard of Monster Hunter?
On the PSP.
I played one just a little bit, a little bit.
It is like Monster Hunter, and it asks you to do a crap ton of stuff and like kind of grind stuff out if you want to get 100%. Like the Pokedex, it's not you catch a Pokemon and then you're good to go. This is.
Oh yeah, I know. There's so much.
Yeah, this game.
It's like you to complete like a full Pokedex for a Pokemon. You have to like it's different for each Pokemon, but you might have to catch 25 of that species, and then you have to defeat one in battle like 25 times, and some of them it's like, catch it without being seen 10 times and stuff. I'm like, dang, this is crazy just to complete the Pokedex entry.
Yeah, it is really interesting. Like I'm really excited to see where they go from here with this game. Because this is definitely like a first for Pokemon. I feel like a legit open Pokemon game. And I'm having a blast with it so far, dude. I would recommend if you have the means or for you to buy it, to snag it.
Do you have a Switch, John?
We have two.
Do you have a Switch? You have Switch
we have two too.
Yeah, so do we. Yeah. We both. Look at it, all of us. Ashley has her own, and she hasn't played it yet, but she got Arceus also. I too started with the Otter. I didn't know which one to start with. I kind of went. I was almost going Cyndaquil just because that's the only one. Like I know I had played Cyndaquil on one of the other Pokemon versions, but I was like, Ashley, which one should I start with? And she's like, that's the cutest one. Pick that one. I was like, okay.
That's what I did. Amy went with the owl, whatever that's called.
Yeah.
Rowlet, I think, is what that's called. I don't know what half of these Pokemons are anymore. That is how far behind I am. We also recently bought Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond, which are like, I guess, the futures of this game, because this is taking place in that same universe as those older Pokemon games. But yeah, I'm enjoying what we've played so far. We've had a few Pokemon games. This is my favorite.
Chronologically speaking, this one's a prequel. Mm-hmm. Like I think the kid, like I think your character is like from modern time, but you like really fall into some space-time continuum, and you end up in like ancient lands where it's like, oh, we just have this new invention called Pokeballs and stuff. So like chronologically speaking, like I think this is probably the first Pokemon if you wanted to actually look at the timeline order.
Yeah, I won't spoil too much for you, John. I will say the story, like these people that you meet all say, oh, you're the dude that fell from the sky. Nice to meet you. Like they're totally chill with you being an outsider from another world, apparently. And you have a phone that's like this big and like, oh, that's an interesting device. Cool. See ya. And just go on with their day. It is so weird.
And like, when you first get there, they're like, I've never seen clothes like that before.
It's like, what?
That's an interesting outfit you got there.
Like, I won't tell you how it actually starts, because that is itself is super weird.
It was weird, right?
I don't know what they're going with on this. This is, I think, the first Pokemon game that, from what I've seen other Twitch people, YouTubers, reviewers say, that there's a good chunk of end post-game content that you can do after you beat like the main story. So I think I'm gonna beat.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Go through an actual full Pokemon game, since I think the only game I've beat besides this was maybe Blue, maybe Yellow, but I've never completed a Pokemon game because I get burnt out of those games so quickly. But I'm having a blast with sometimes. This. Yeah, it's annoying at times, but I'm really enjoying this one.
I love them. I love them.
I do too. Don't get me wrong.
I always play through all of them.
Question. Start with Jared first. When you go through a game, do you try to just do the main story arc first? Do you go to multiplayer first? Or do you do all the side quests, put multiplayer on hold, and then do the arc?
You know what? That's a great question. And it depends on the game. Like, I'm going to be honest. It depends on the game. Like
Halo.
Like Halo? I started off multiplayer. I played a little bit of campaign. I honestly truly loved the campaign, but I've been back on multiplayer. Like a game like that, I am like all multiplayer. But like if you want to just take multiplayer out of the equation, I am one of those people where I am doing every side quest I come across. Like even in like, you know, Halo, I'm on the campaign, like this, you know, I was like, oh, here's a collectible here, here's this here. Like I go through all of this stuff in an area before I even touch the quest. And then it's like, you know, like games like Skyrim or The Witcher or something. It's like, oh, you finally get to the quest, the main storyline, and it's like you're 30 levels overpowered for it because I do everything else. Like I'm one of those people where I'm like doing every side thing I come across.
Nice. Jason?
Oh God, it depends. Sometimes if it is a game I'm really sucked into, I will do side quests. Like Jared mentioned Witcher 3. Like Witcher. I have Witcher 3 on the PS4. I have stopped playing that game because I tried doing side stuff. There is so much side stuff in that game that I get overwhelmed and I don't know what to do next.
Yes,
and I have like 10
lot.
quests I need to do. And I was like, should I do this? Should I do that? Do I want to stick with the main story? That I just kind of not freeze up, but I was like, and then I'm done. I turn off the PlayStation and I'll do something else.
It's a lot. Like I'll open up my map and I'll just be like, what's the closest thing from here? And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to this side quest. And then I can go to this one, and like in my head, I like try and be like, how can I get through all? Like, what's the best route to take to hit everything?
Oh man, I was the same way with Horizon Zero Dawn. I bought that game.
I loved that game.
I love that game too. It is such a cool game. I love those like mechanical dinosaur robot things, and that's what sold me on it. But as soon as I've tried playing that 3 different times. I get through the tutorial mission and start going through like the first kind of general area where you see that first giant radio brontosaurus thing. I don't know what it's called.
The one that you have to like, it's like the survey point or whatever.
Yeah, you have to climb up. But then I start seeing all these side, people I start talking to, and they have side quests. So I start collecting those, and then it's the same thing where I don't like not passing over side quests. I will try and snag it if I can. But because I do that, I get so many side quests that I don't finish them. And then I can't continue because I have side quests, but I don't want to do them because I have too many. So I stop playing. So that I've already started doing that with Pokemon too. Like I'm in the village right now, and I think I have like 10 new side quests that I just picked up. And I was like, okay, I'm telling myself in my head, I need to chill out a little bit. I'm going to try and not do everything at once and get burned out, because that's what happens. I get burned out because I like to snatch everything up and then I just don't do it. But when it comes to that, the original question, when it comes to games, I try to do the campaign stuff before I do the multiplayer stuff, because I feel like I get a better feel of the mechanics for what the multiplayer is going to be like, and I'll have a kind of better understanding. Halo. I try and play the Halo campaigns before I jump into campaigns before I jump into the multiplayer. With this one, multiplayer came out first, so I started with that. And honestly, I've dropped off both the multiplayer and campaign for Halo, and I haven't touched it since I think last time. I think I've played it multiplayer once in the last 3 weeks. And before that, the last time I played was when Jared, yourself,
we had played
with yourself, my other friend Nathan, and me, and it was just us 3. It's another thing, that open world thing. Like I want to do all those side bases and get all that stuff. It's just get bogged down. What about yourself, John? That was a long-winded conversation of me saying I can't do it. I get too overwhelmed.
No, man, I get I'm probably wording this the wrong way, but I get really antsy if I come across this little beacon, the guy with the little triangle, and oh god, I gotta talk to him. I get antsy if I don't talk to that guy. Oh, can you help me collect these 9 raspberries that I've lost on my way? Yeah, man. God, yeah, I need to help this
Yeah,
guy.
let's do this. Let's get those raspberries.
This poor guy lost his raspberries.
Everybody
stop.
sign on now. We gotta help this guy.
Let me stop my world-saving quest to find your stupid raspberries.
Yes, to you. Yes,
Yeah,
to your
Hannon can
raspberries.
wait.
Oh, thank you, Sonny. I think I lost them 10 miles that way. I don't remember, though.
It's okay.
Find my
Hyrule
daughter
Castle's
to
being
find the
destroyed. It's gonna just continue to be destroyed in the center of the map until. But I'm gonna go get your raspberries first.
I love how the sun never sets here, man. Don't worry, I got time.
Here's 5 pence for your troubles.
Thank you, thank you.
Here's a feather. You need
Oh,
this.
man. Exactly. This will come in handy later on. Never does. That never comes in handy.
Yeah, you keep it in your inventory, just waiting. And it's like, well, this was a waste.
10 years later on my wedding day, I'll be damned. The feather. But yeah, I get really like antsy if I don't do like every tiny little step. And just like you said, Jared, by the time you get to like to the final guide or like your first actual like real assignment, you're like 30 levels over what you need to be. And like, well, this seems worth it, I suppose. Oh man,
This
I
guy's
love
like,
games.
you've met your match. And I'm like, no, I haven't.
No, I met my
See about
match
that.
20 levels ago. I'm good. This is chill. I'm getting good
Child's
vibes.
play. John, what systems do you have right now?
So, as I had told you, and I will run a game system until the wheels fall off. Like I still have an N64 somewhere here.
Dude,
I
hang
still
on
have-
to that, man.
I love it. Donkey Kong, come on.
Oh, man.
Donkey Kong Country, man. Can't give it up. Goldeneye. Anyway, yeah, I still have that one. I've got the Switch. My girlfriend has the Switch too. I still have the Xbox One. Turns out it didn't die. I just had to I had to system restore it. I had to plug it in a certain way to a certain outlet. But yeah, I thought my Xbox One that I got from Jared died, but I brought it back to life. We're still kicking.
Good.
I'm not going to touch it until, it glitches or sets its own self on fire. It walks legs and gets out of here. I actually sold my PS2 not too long ago on eBay. Man, sold for a pretty penny.
Really?
Yeah, I was surprised. I think it went to some guy who's running a church. He was like, "Yes, we need the games for the wee ones."
The youth. The Utes.
The Utes. And also I got rid of the Xbox 360. That also went to, it was like a preschool or something. But share and share alike, give away to the little ones. But
That's cool.
other than that, yeah, I'll game whenever I can, but I'm addicted to the iPad. That Procreate, man, it's got me locked down.
Yeah.
See, that's your outlet though. My outlet is games. When I'm not doing when I'm not working and when I'm not doing schoolwork, gaming is my escape. So I'm in it.
Same.
It's like Zen.
Yeah, it's just that is what I like to do.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think we have all the newer consoles here too. It took a long time to find them all, but I like new tech. I like new technology. I have my PlayStation 4 right here hanging out in my office, but I love the PS5. I mean, the Xbox
I
One.
ended up selling mine.
Did you really?
I sold it to my brother because he'd been wanting one, but
That's okay. So you can still play it. Look at that puppy.
I didn't, that's the thing. I wasn't playing PlayStation, right? I bought it for exclusives only, and I know Horizon Forbidden West is coming out. I'll probably just wait till that comes out on PC. But I really wasn't touching the PS5, and plus I bought a new computer. So,
nice.
so I just wasn't playing the PS5, so I sold it to my brother because he's been wanting one, and they're still impossible to find.
Dude,
So,
oh my gosh,
Has a new God of War come out?
this year sometime.
it comes out this year.
Fingers crossed.
It came out. So they finally released God of War on PC, but then
Ooh.
Ragnarok is supposed to come out sometime this year.
Right, yeah.
Oh,
But I think obviously I still have my Xbox right now. But I think honestly I might start making the full switch to to just strictly PC.
You're going strictly PC?
Well, you know what? Like, okay, so look. With Game Pass, I can play almost anything that I play on Xbox on PC now.
True, yeah.
Good argument.
Horizon Zero Dawn is on PC. It was a couple years later, but it eventually came to PC. Same with God of War. So, you know, obviously I'll have to wait around a little bit, but I feel like Horizon Forbidden West and then God of War Ragnarok will come to PC. You know, it might be a couple years down the line, but still, like, when God of War dropped on PC a couple weeks ago, like, a lot of people were in it, so it's not like it's going to be outdated when the new one comes around.
Yeah.
I am going to be sad about missing the new Spider-Man one whenever that eventually drops, but, you know, honestly, for the most part, almost everything that I want, I'm going to be able to play on PC at one point or another.
I feel like Sony will
And I
eventually bring
got a
out
badass PC.
Yeah, I want a new PC.
Sony needs to, man. Sony really needs to. I mean, just with what Xbox is doing with Game Pass, and now that Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard,
dude, that's crazy.
Sony needs to do a little bit of something. I think. You know, obviously they don't need to make their exclusives cross-platform with Xbox, but I do think maybe they need to release some of those things on PC a little sooner, or have a Game Pass equivalent.
I thought they were
that is
talking
PC.
about that.
I
have no idea.
There's talks. There's talks. I don't know what that entails. I don't know if it's going to be a PlayStation thing only, or if they're going to have a PC counterpart. But
that might be it. That's a good game plan if you were going to do that. There's strength in numbers, you know.
I mean,
did you see that Sony bought Bungie though?
I did. Yeah, that was some news that's happened well, it's not just
a couple days ago. Yeah, within the past week. It's crazy. Like literally in the past weeks, you have Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard. So Microsoft owns Call of Duty and World of Warcraft and stuff now, and then Sony owns Bungie,
which has Destiny
it's wild.
2. Yeah, which is like their biggest moneymaker at this time. But Bungie also put Microsoft on the map with Halo. Like that first
with Halo,
one.
yeah.
So that is good for them, man. I mean, it is. Yeah. It's crazy how much those companies went for, and it's crazy to think that there are some fewer and fewer studios that are being that are by themselves. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Independent.
Independent, I guess, is the word, but it's like, dude, people have a crap ton of money and they're just.
But I'm hoping that some of these studios getting this financial backing. You know, some of these studios were doing pretty dang good, but you know, it's another thing to have Microsoft or Sony own you and have like that financial
that
disposal.
Pocket.
You know, so like hopefully like that just. I'm hoping that just does well for those developers, and they can really like take that money and make like just some groundbreaking new stuff.
Hopefully, that'd be nice.
Cool. But yeah, man.
Then you have Nintendo over here, just you know, they're doing their Nintendo stuff.
Dude, me and Amy.
I hope it just doesn't interrupt with like the artistic development of some of these programs, though. Like, you know, they've already got games lined up for this many years. Like, there's already that many bright minds at the company. Then you get the shadow company that comes over and like, hey, we now own you. Well, we don't like the direction you're going here. We don't like the direction you're going there. We're going to change that to over here. This needs to line up with the movie that we have coming out this day. I hope none of that happens. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying, absolutely. And like, you know, obviously I'm not in these companies. I don't know what direction they were wanting to go beforehand. But I do know that like Activision had said like, yeah, we got bought by Microsoft, but at least the next 2 to 3 Call of Duty games, they're still going to be cross-platform. After that, in a couple games, then maybe they're Xbox only. But at least, you know, they said like, we are still committed to giving our customers at least the next few games. It's going to be on Xbox and PlayStation. I know Sony had said with Bungie, they are not planning on making Destiny a PlayStation exclusive, so they're at least allowing them to continue servicing everybody who's in it. So I'm hoping that they do give them that continue to give them that creative freedom.
Yeah, I think
Hopefully.
But we'll see.
Bungie
We'll
and
see.
Sony, a channel I watch is kind of funny. They were talking about that in one of their podcasts, and they're saying that or Bungie was like, Sony wants to do more live service type stuff, and that's why they kind of bought Bungie because of Destiny and that plan that they got going on with Destiny 2. So that is going to be really interesting to see what they would do with that moving forward. I'm not a big fan, or I don't really do live service games myself. I think the last one I really fell hard into was WoW back in the day. And maybe when we did Destiny 2 for a little bit, 3 years ago? Whenever
It's
that
been a
was.
couple
It's
years.
been a while since we've done those. But it'll be interesting to see what they pull out of that. But yeah, I'm excited to see what gaming has for the future. I mean, you got some heavyweights getting more heavyweights on their end, and so of course I haven't played any of the newer Call of Duty since World War II, the newer one that came out. I take that back. Modern Warfare, when that remake came out. That was the last Call of Duty I did. So what was that? 2 years ago?
Couple years, yeah.
Couple years?
That's what we're still on them because that's what Ashley likes to play. She likes Call of Duty and Battlefield. So like when we'll play those together.
Mm-hmm.
So we've played, we'll play Modern Warfare and Cold War and the newest one, Vanguard. So we're still kind of on the Call of Duty train. We played the new Battlefield. That's
its
completely different story. Yeah, that was just that game just they weren't prepared for that one. But so I'll still play those because that's what she enjoys. So we play those together.
Mm-hmm.
What's your zombie record in Call of Duty?
Oh, dude, I don't even know the last time I played zombies. To be completely honest,
Dude.
it's been a long time.
I suck at it, but I love it.
I tried. I bought Call of Duty World War II, and then my other friend Thomas and some of our other friends, we tried playing that zombie mode. Zombie mode has changed so much since World at War. From it was, you just hanging out in a bunker trying to survive waves as long as you can. The last one I played, I had no idea what I was doing. Like they have this entire
because there's like all these power-ups and
there's
stuff.
a meta to it. Like it's not just you're surviving waves, but you have to do other stuff now. There's like secrets you can find, and I was completely out of my element. I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, I don't enjoy this anymore. This isn't for me.
They brought in a developer from both Destiny and Super Smash Bros. Okay, well, we need the power card over here. Get the other challenge over here.
No, dude, it was...
Yeah.
It was such a eye-opening. Holy crap, I have not played a zombie game since the original came out. And dude, remember when we would go over to Tony's and just play the crap out of that all night and just see how far we could get? But I haven't touched a zombie since, and I'm not big into Call of Duty anymore myself.
So you haven't played like Warzone any? That's their battle royale.
Is that the one?
It's free. It's a free to play.
I think I bought one. There was one that you had to buy that was more just a multiplayer game. That was the last kind of multiplayer Call of Duty I really sunk a little bit of time into, and that had that kind of battle royale mode. It wasn't Warzone. It was was it battle or Black Ops something?
Oh, I think
because we played.
Was it on Black Ops 3 or something? Because we played it together.
Yeah, we played a little bit of that together.
Yeah,
and
it was what they had before Warzone. Yeah, so Warzone's like completely free.
Oh yeah,
you don't need to purchase it, but I know what you're talking about.
Because that was scary in its own. Because I'd never done a battle royale type game like that before, and I would play with you a few times, and then I would play with my other friend Thomas, and it was just like shooting chicken in a coop or something. Because I would just run around and sort of like, I don't know what's going on, who's shooting me, and then I would just die.
I'll play Warzone a little bit. I enjoy it. There's talks, there's rumors that they're gonna drop a battle royale in Halo, and I know some people aren't about it,
I
but
would try that one.
I think that would be freaking fun.
I think
Honestly,
that would be cool.
I would be like in that.
John, we were talking a lot about Call of Duty and Halo. How about yourself? What have you been playing recently, or have you just been doing your drawings, your art?
I've been doing a lot of art lately.
Yeah,
A lot of popcorn.
a lot of popcorn.
Doing a lot of popcorn. For anybody who may be viewing this, if we end up putting this online,
We will. Don't
last
worry.
year, I did 365 days of Wales. There's another funny story behind that, thanks to the kid who, made a buttload on NFTs on that. But anyway, this year I'm doing 365 days of popcorn themed drawings. Along with that, just really trying to get my artwork off to a good start. Hopefully make a living out of it one day. Been doing a lot of drawings, a lot of late nights, a lot of early mornings. The dogs help me with that since they never sleep, so I never sleep. So yeah.
Dude,
So anybody watching this, maybe Jason, you can link John's Instagram or something, and they can go check out his artwork.
Oh.
And hey, maybe someone will see your stuff and be like, "Oh, you're great. Come work for us at Marvel."
I should.
Oh man.
I should have
The dream.
that. Oh,
Drop the links in the YouTube. The links are down below.
Oh god.
There's also a YouTube channel. I've got my second video on there. The second one. The second one's the winner.
Do
Yeah.
you? I have to check that.
It's like
one
24
out.
minutes.
Oh,
24 minutes long. It's the Yellowstone one that I did. I didn't realize I
Oh.
spent that much time on it.
I want to see that
But,
because I've
yeah.
been watching. I've been looking at your Instagram and Facebook posts about it, and it's like, oh, this looks really cool. So, I'll watch that video.
It's a long one, but it's worth it.
24 minutes
Thank you.
isn't that long. It's okay.
There's always fast forward.
Usually, if Amy wants to watch something, but she's in a hurry, she'll do 1.5 speed on like podcasts that we listen to on YouTube and stuff. But
I love that
I'm gonna
option.
have to check that out because I've been digging those little clips you've been putting on Instagram and stuff. So
It's so nice to hear that people actually watch the stuff. Like I got like a few messages. I won't say how many, but I got some messages today like, "Oh my god, I really love your stuff." I'm like,
I know. I kept checking every so often for those final puzzle pieces to be completed.
what'd you think?
I liked it. I thought it was good. I really enjoyed that. That might be my favorite one that you've done so far. Honestly,
I really like that one
Awesome.
too. I didn't know you were doing that.
that
but
one
I
was
saw
good.
the
That might be
footage.
my favorite popcorn themed artwork that you've done.
Glad-
To date.
Glad to hear it, man. I got 330 more days to go.
Yeah,
Y'all-
you still got a
y'all
few, but
stay
this one
tuned.
Wait,
this
have
was
you been
pretty dang
doing
good.
this over a year already?
No, I started January 1st, so we're 36 days in, 35.
31, 30, 36, including today, I believe.
Right on. So yeah, we've got
Nice.
that many more to go. But games, I'm just waiting for Breath of the Wild 2 to come out.
Dude.
I'm a big Zelda fan, man.
Dude,
I can't get enough of it.
We haven't beat the first one yet. I still haven't beat it yet. I've restarted it
Dude,
twice.
that's me too. And I almost like that's one of those ones where like I want to play it, but I was like so far into it, like, and it's been so long, I don't know if I should restart it. But that's one of those ones where I was doing everything and like I put in like hours upon hours upon hours.
Oh
and
yeah.
I still wasn't close, you know?
That is
Dude,
my
like-
first playthrough. I did all the normal dungeons. I completed all of those. I didn't do the DLC stuff, but then like we just stopped playing it, and then a year down the road, Amy started. She restarted. I was like, oh, I want to try and finish this before 2 comes out because that's supposed to come out within the next year, hopefully. And I was like, you know what? I should restart as well. And that was such a terrible idea because I had already gotten all my stamina wheels. I had already found a good chunk of my inventory was upgraded, and I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and restart. I think I only had like one more boss to actually beat before the end game. And now that first like 3-4 hours was so painful to go back to maybe 2 seconds on a cliff before I got tired. But I finally got my stamina wheel back up to all 3 bars, so I'm good with that. And I need to start working on my hearts now.
Nice, man. I'm sorry to hear it was painful, but yeah, man, I love that franchise. Like,
No, go ahead.
But one thing I wanted to touch on that, linking into that to the new Pokemon game. If you look on YouTube for Breath of the Wild, there's like so many different hacks for that game. I'm wondering if like when are like the epic hacks gonna happen on the new Pokemon game. That's really what I'm interested in right now.
I don't know about that. I don't feel like there's. I'm enjoying the game. Don't get me wrong; it's a great game. I don't think they put as much thought into it as the developers behind Breath of the Wilds did. Like it doesn't seem that in depth, and kind of you can come at it at multiple different ways type of deal. I don't feel like it's that kind of game, but it's just a little on the. I'm not going to say simpler side, but it's a little more easygoing.
Okay.
But I'll see if they, do stuff come out, or like I'm sure there has to be secrets in that game. There's no way there are not secrets in that Pokemon game because it is such a big open world. But I don't feel like it's going to be anywhere near the levels that Breath of the Wilds are and have been.
Gotcha. We'll keep an open mind.
Speaking of that, then, what is the game that you're looking forward to, Jared? Do you have anything you're looking forward to for 2022? Game-wise?
You know what? That's what I was just thinking about that, right? I was just thinking about that, and I was like looking at like the most anticipated games of 2022. Like I said, I loved Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Forbidden West, I just don't know if that's going to come to PC this year. So without me having a PlayStation, I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to play that one this year. But that one's definitely up there. Honestly, that Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy.
Is that coming out this year?
It's supposed to come out this year.
Is it?
The HP word. We love the HP word.
It's like I don't know if it's an MMO RPG or just RPG or whatever, but I'm definitely like I think that one's gonna be cool. I do.
I love anything Harry Potter.
I do too. And then there's what's the one? Hold on, I'm looking for it. It's the Batman one.
Batman Knight of Court of Owls, or
no? It's like is it Gotham?
Gotham
is it
Knights.
Gotham Knights?
Gotham Knights, yeah.
Right. It's like you play as like Nightwing and Robin, and
yeah, that's Gotham Knights. Isn't that also part of the Court of Owls thing, or is that something else?
I think Gotham Knight's a different time, or not timeline, but storyline.
I have no idea about like those kind of storylines. I know Batman is coming out with a Court of Owls type game.
Hey,
it's a great. Oh man, read this if you can.
I would like to, dude. Since we're talking about Batman, the Batman.
So homework, we'll have to read that and then talk about it on the next one.
Also, a little touch up on Harry Potter. Got myself a golden Harry Potter Lego right there.
I have a little I don't think it's a Master Chief, but it might be an ODST figure on my bookshelf over here that you can't see.
Sweet.
Let's see. What games am I really looking
forward to? What about you? What about you, Jason?
Oh man, I think my most anticipated game is going to be God of War, because I absolutely loved the 2018 God of War game. Like I bought that for myself.
So bad when I sold that game.
Oh, you did? Oh man, I'm almost thinking about replaying it. But I bought that as my own birthday gift because I think that came out around my birthday in 2018, and I loved absolutely every second of that game. Like the way the camera is a seamless thing throughout the entire thing, the acting, the visuals, just the kind of story it told was mature, but it had that God of War sense to it. It's like, dude, I love this. Like I cannot get enough of this game. I played that every day after work until I beat it. I think it was one of those type of games for me. And then so Ragnarok, that is my most anticipated game. I also have a few others. One that is coming out this week is called Sifu. I'm looking forward to that. I'm debating if I should pre-order that so I can play it tomorrow. I think PlayStation has one that if you buy it, you can play it 2 days early. So I'm thinking about doing that. But it looks like a Oh, excuse me. It's like a generational kung fu type game. It looks like it just has such a cool looking aesthetic. Like there's neon colors in it. It reminds me of kung fu type movies like Bruce Lee, stuff like that. If y'all check out a trailer, like I'm looking forward to that one. And then the one that I've already pre-ordered is Elden Ring. That's the newest From Software game, and if y'all ever play like any of the Dark Souls or Bloodborne or Sekiro, it's that same developer. And oh man, like I've loved every single one of those.
So much talk about that game, but I still don't know what it's supposed to be about.
I have no idea either. George R.R. Martin is involved with it in some way.
That's what I heard, yeah.
But those games are difficult as heck. But man, they're such good games. Like I enjoy playing. The last one I played was Sekiro. That was the newest one that came out.
Yeah.
That game is so difficult. Like I got stuck on a boss that I had to stop playing for about a month. And then I went back to it. And then it took me like another 15, 20 tries before I actually beat that boss. But it is such a rewarding type of game that it will kick your ass, and you will have to just continually to try and figure it out. Look at the kitty behind you. But those are I think my most 3 anticipated games. I think eventually I'll get Horizon Forbidden West, but it is not something that was on my radar because it's going to be the same as Horizon Zero Dawn, and I'm going to buy it, I'll play it,
and then
I'll get bogged down,
get overwhelmed.
And I was like, nope. So long. Yes, John.
Question. It's one of John's favorite questions. Who is... Okay, if you don't have the top
Batman?
one, give me your top 3. Who is your top hated video game boss? Mine's the stupidest thing ever.
Top hated video game bosses? Oh,
If you have a number 1, go for it. But you have a number... Like 3 of them, go for it. I'll give you a top 3.
You know,
oh, man.
This one is kind of a throwback to what you're saying about your Nintendo 64. Donkey Kong Country, or Donkey Kong 64. Remember, did you, when you played it, John, or Jared, if you played, do you remember when you had to play as like the old school Mario game? Like there was an arcade that had Mario.
You're in that arcade? Yeah.
The last level of that little arcade took me so long to beat when I was a little kid. Like I hated that. I hated that so much. But when it comes to bosses, I'm going to say Owl Father, the first time you beat him in Sekiro, that's what kind of stopped me playing for about a month because I got frustrated so much. An annoying one was in Kingdom Hearts 2, the last boss for that game. I don't know how I beat it. I was just button mashing and just kind of moving my joysticks around. And it was
sometimes that's all you can do at some point.
Yep.
It was sheer luck that I actually beat that game. But man, don't get me started on that annoyance of that game. It
You already started. Go for it.
Dude, the last boss in Kingdom Hearts 2. Apparently, the version that I bought for the PlayStation 4 had it was a remastered or updated version, and the boss was a little bit harder to beat. Like you're essentially fighting yourself, but he's in a dark form or something like that. Could never get his moves down. His AoE attack was just nuts, and I don't know. It was just, that took me like 4 or 5 different, maybe 6 tries. No, that's too generous. It took me like 10 to 15 tries to beat that. And by the end of it, I was like, I don't care that I beat it. So I'm just done with this game now. And then I haven't played the third one.
You said like when you said that it's like fighting yourself, that made me think of Dark Link from the Zelda games.
Yep. It's the battle within. That's
you
the
know
hard.
what?
Yeah.
I have not played many Zelda games. I've played, what was the one? Wind Waker? That was the one for the GameCube originally, and that we got for the Wii U when that came out. And then Breath of the Wild. Those are the main 2. And a little bit of, what was the Wii ones that you had to use a remote? That you turned into a wolf? I played a little bit of that one. What's it
I
called?
don't think I played
I know
that
the
one.
game.
One of them is Sword.
Forgot the
Like
title.
Skyward Sword was one of them that we didn't play. The other one was before that, but it was also on the Wii. I didn't play it very far, but I never played the original 64 one or the original
Oh
Nintendo
man,
ones.
Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on the 64, both of those are some of my favorite games ever. Like I feel like those were revolutionary for their time.
Oh
Never
yeah.
played.
Oh yeah.
I
Majora's
loved them.
Mask is my
Majora's
favorite.
Mask turning back time every 3 days or whatever. It was
No.
Dude, there's videos like of the psychology of Majora's Mask, like that literal like spoken psychology of the game and what it follows, like following like death and life and the time you have to be alive. Like it's weird. I don't know if they meant for it to be that, heartfelt of a game, an emotional game, but it's got a lot of significance to it aside from it just being a really cool game.
While we're talking about Majora's Mask, did y'all ever watch that short that film that was made on Majora's Mask, and it was with CG characters and everything?
Oh yeah.
That studio, like, do you know what I'm talking about though? Like, you're starting off your little dude in the woods, and then you come across this guy that has a bunch of masks, and he gives you, or you
The
buy
collector, yeah.
Majora's Mask. I don't remember the studio behind it, but they ended up becoming a game studio that made their first indie game on the PS5 called Kena, Bridge of Spirits.
No joke. After I watched that video, I made this, and I've got Majora's Mask.
I remember you,
I
you
remember
made
that.
that, dude. I
thought I had
that one.
COVID when I did this. Turns out it was just the flu, but like I had a lot of fun doing this, even though I was like sick to my mind.
I remember that when you did that, I was like, dude, that thing is so badass.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Man.
but so back to bosses.
Holy, just made me remind me.
Y'all have any hated bosses that you swear that were testing your
Jared.
your mental state?
I always hated that stupid hand from Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah. Forget that guy.
That guy,
Or woman,
that guy
whoever it is.
pissed me off depending on what character I was. Yeah, he would. He'd just flick you off the map or come in and
Do that.
man, like,
Yeah.
man, screw this hand.
Again, mine's stupid, but do you remember? I think it might have been the last Turok game that came out, but it's the final T-Rex at the very end. All you have to do is run circles around him until he falls down. Then you like jab him in the eye to make him blind or whatever. But I could never it took me so long to figure it out. Like, oh, just run in circles until he loses his balance. It's just a giant chicken. But
Wait,
again, it's
Which-
stupid, but I hated the damn thing. It
which
took me
one
so
was
long to
this?
figure that out.
was this the
I think it was, like-
360 Turok?
God, dude, it was like when we were in college, like way back.
Was it that
in, like,
one?
07, 08, I forget, but it was
Oh,
it was
man,
such it's so
jeez.
stupid.
That was the last Turok game. Oh, they need to make a remake,
Yeah.
or they need to revive that series. I would buy that in a heartbeat.
I loved it, but again, it's just the simplest thing. It just took me forever to figure it out.
Just run in circles.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Track all that years.
Oh man, now I've seen the Turok games on sale, like the original 1 and 2 on sale for Steam, and then on the Xbox store for like $10, $15 each or something like that. And I've been tempted to buy them, but at the same time, I don't want the nostalgia that I have in my mind to be ruined. And like, oh god, this game looks like
Garbage.
This looks so bad. How did I think this was good back in the day? But I've been tempted a few different times. Then I've tried finding the 360 version because I want to replay that because I don't remember anything about that game. The only thing I remember is that's how I met you, John. And I just remember you could shoot bows into the enemies and that would stick them to the walls.
Yep. Oh man, love me some Turok.
Man, have you read any of the Turok comics?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
God, I'd have to. Oof. But short answer, yes.
I've wanted
Very
to
cool
buy
visuals
them.
in there.
I've wanted to like buy them for a little while now, but I've always been hesitant about it. I don't know why, because I love dinosaurs and Turok is a great game. I think it
But you
still
need a
holds
good
up.
story.
I mean, you can't just be some dude killing dinosaurs for no reason. There has to be a story behind it, I guess. But I
It
don't
needs
know.
a plot. Just go for it.
Oh man, was that really 2007, 2008ish when that game came out? I remember we
It was
were
a while
all at
back.
A&M or Corpus
Yeah.
for that. Wow.
I think it was 2007.
Wow, that is a really long time ago.
That is a long time ago.
Like,
We're
dude,
fucking old.
we were just out of high school.
We
Dude,
little
that
tots.
is-
We little tater tots.
That is really weird to think about. Like, we were a year out of high school at that point. 18,
At
19
that time,
years
it was
old,
unpopular to play games and comics.
I
and
know,
everything.
right?
We were shunned.
Yeah.
We were shunned. We had to play sports to fit in.
Yeah. Nerds. You play video games in your free time. You read comics.
No, God, no. Back
Now
and jaw.
everybody does it. Man, y'all didn't have to pay your dues.
No,
Get
I
outta
feel
here.
Like we were both. We were pretty nerdy. Like we would talk zombie, Marvel. We would talk.
We've always
Halo.
been
We've
nerdy.
always been like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That's never changed.
No shame.
We did just have kind of sports was kind of our saving grace when we were younger.
Yeah, that kept us in shape, I guess, from
Yeah.
just sitting in front of the TV all day, which we ended up doing, after
Yeah,
the
once
sports
football ended, I went over to
day.
Jason's
You
house.
just go to my
We
house,
went over
yeah.
to Jason's house during lunch and ate frozen food. And that was when it went downhill for me.
Oh man.
God bless your family. I can't even think about how much money they probably spent on us eating lunch at your house every day.
God, yeah, mom and dad.
When is
was
he gonna leave? We keep making him all this.
like, yeah, always spicy chicken tenders from Tyson's, and
Yeah, the Tyson man.
just watch TV.
We went
at the
hard.
house. But man, that was such a long time ago. That is crazy to think about, like where we are now compared to where we were back then. Like we all own
Mhm.
a house. We're all in our 30s. It's like, what? That's crazy, dude.
We've aged well.
All right.
I don't know. This beard
Man.
is pretty gross looking, I have to say. I wish I could have what John has.
Yeah, I'm over
Right,
here.
you
I just keep looking at John. I'm like, man, stud muffin over
Yeah,
there.
Look at John with
that
this little swoosh of hair
luxurious
coming down.
beard and yeah, the little.
Let me
got
get
the
a hat
hat-
before
the
we go on
hat
the
up.
video.
His hair still looks all good. He's like, hold on, let me look good for the YouTube.
It's just a hat. It's just a...
It's just a hat, but you had to say, well, let me find a hat real quick. Why?
Yeah, let
I
me
can
find
cover
it.
what's underneath it.
Oh, okay. Dude, just go
I mean, I
straight
throw
up.
on a hat and you don't see no hair, but you got it like up here. Looking all suave.
Speaking of suave, have y'all seen the Batman trailer and the clip that came out recently? And are y'all excited about that movie? Dude, I cannot wait for that movie.
I'm excited because I am a Batman fan. However, I do feel burnt out because
There have been a lot of Batman remakes.
there's been a lot of, DC's, Dark Ace, of course. Although you could give some clout to the other characters in the DC world. I'm really happy that Black Adam's finally getting a movie starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. But yeah, I'm both burnt out on Batman, but I'm still excited for Batman. I will
can
go see it.
that. I'm excited because I like the director, Matt Reeves. Did y'all see the Planet of the Apes, recent movies?
Oh yeah.
He directed the last two, and he directed Let the Last One, or is it Let Me In? Whatever the American remake of Let the Right One In is, he also did that. He also did Cloverfield.
Let Me In. That's the one with that little girl who's like a vampire
She's
or something.
a vampire. Yeah, I think the new one
Yeah.
has Cody Schmidt-McPhee.
That was freaky.
And oh god, I don't remember her name, but I think it's Let Me
It was a
In.
good one.
But yeah, I'm excited about the movie. Supposedly, like I've read some stuff, the movie's going to be almost 3 hours long. So
I'm in.
I am excited about it. Don't get me wrong. I think it looks really good. I just Man, the DC movie universe is just
It's a
all
mess.
over the place.
It is. It is.
I would have
is an
much rather
absolute-
gotten Zack Snyder back into the universe, had his director's cut be the forerunner in the theaters, and him get a part 2 to watch everything unfold that was happened when it finally came out. I really want a part 2 to that. That's just me. That's just me. Team Snyder.
I mean, I like some of Zack Snyder's movies, like Dawn of the Dead, 300 are probably my favorite movies. Watchmen was really good. I enjoyed that as well.
Watchmen was great.
I actually skipped class, summer class in college, to go see it with you. And who else did?
There you go.
Was it Thomas? That you texted me and said, "Hey, you want to go see The Watchmen?" And I skipped class and back in summer, whenever that movie came out. I don't remember, but I remember skipping class to go seeing it with you at the movie theater. But the Snyder Cut, although it was a better movie, there was stuff in that movie that did not make sense. Like, why do we need a full 3-minute shot of this lady singing as Jason Momoa is going back into the water? Why was that not cut? Why? Like, why? Like, does she smell his scarf or shirt too? Or was it more of a
we won't know.
like,
We won't know anymore.
But that is, I remember I got up super early to watch the Zack Snyder cut when it came out. Like, I think I got up at 5:00 because it's a 3 or 4 hour movie, and I don't want to spend my entire morning like during the actual daytime doing this. So I'll get up early and do it then. And when that scene came across, I was like, what? Why? And then it was like, oh, okay, I guess that is it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it. I bought the DVD. I own the Zack Snyder's Cut Blu-ray, and it is a decent movie. It's just, I don't think Zack Snyder is that great of a movie director anymore. Like, I don't, like Army of the Dead, or was it Army of the Dead?
That was wild. Army of the Dead. Army of Dead, Army of Darkness.
Sense.
Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness. So. But yeah, no, I would like to see what Zack Snyder does. I think he needs someone to tell him no. I think he needs to not write his own stuff. I think he needs to have a writer, and he needs people to say no. No.
Jared, I'm gonna let you talk, but I just have to say I feel the same way. I'm gonna let you finish.
Okay, Kanye.
I feel the same way. Like whenever the last Star Wars came out, whenever Luke like just chugs the milk, like the milk scene, the milk maiden Luke Skywalker scene, when he just.
Don't get me started on the sequels. Me and Amy loved The Force Awakens so much. We saw that in like theaters three or four different times when it came out. We saw The Last Jedi twice, and then we saw The Rise of Skywalker with my parents, and that was the only time.
Yeah, that was it. That was enough for you.
And we're done.
Well, I won't talk about it. Star Wars is a touchy subject. I do want to talk about Star Wars. I do want to talk about Boba Fett and Mando, but I don't know if y'all have seen.
We gotta do that another time because I haven't watched Book of Boba Fett yet. But I need to get on that, and I need to get caught up because apparently it's amazing. So I need to get caught up on that.
I will say nothing
for a future episode.
What were you gonna say?
I don't know, man. I'm just like, I mean, I'm gonna see the Batman, obviously. But just the whole just DC universe. It's just. Like I've always personally, like comic wise, I was always like a DC guy, right? Like obviously, like I like them both. I shouldn't have to pick sides. Most people want you to pick sides. Why can't I enjoy DC and Marvel? But if I had to pick one, like comic wise, I was always like just into DC more. And DC movies are a wreck.
I think
DC movies are a wreck. And then like everything DC has done, supposedly the Flash movie is gonna erase the whole Snyderverse anyway. What?
Yeah. I'm interested to see what that movie is gonna be. I like Ezra Miller. He's a great actor. Yeah, I love him as an actor. I like him too. Fantastic. dude has a jawline like no other too, man. I want a jawline like that.
Balls.
But yeah, I hear this is like gonna change the DC universe. Or
Yeah, it's gonna like just completely change it or erase everything that's already happened or something.
Oh boy, Flashpoint. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, something, right?
like
See,
why-
Marvel, I don't know, man. Marvel's obviously doing it right.
Kevin Feige knows what he's doing with the Marvel movies. I don't.
Yeah, the movies for Marvel are top notch. The animated movies for DC are top notch. It's
Yes,
weird how they have the opposites.
the animated, yes, I agree with that. The animated movies for DC are phenomenal.
And like, do y'all remember?
Phenomenal.
Yeah, do y'all remember it was a DC video game. It was like the open universe thing that happened. The trailer for it, it was like Brainiac comes back for Earth after the Justice League and the Legion of Doom destroy each other, but Luthor, he's the only one left standing after he puts a spear in Superman.
Oh,
And Brainiac comes back, and like that was a badass preview. Like, why can't y'all do that on the big screen? Like that's an easy like 10-year
Wasn't
project
that-
y'all could just commit to.
that DC MMO.
League of Legends
it
or
was DC
something.
Legends. It was
Yeah,
DC
yeah,
Legends.
yeah.
Yeah, where you created you got to create your own character. But yeah, I remember that cutscene. Like, yeah, like
I remember
amazing.
that.
it
I
was
think
amazing. Absolutely.
I tried playing that. Was it with you, Jared? Because I remember
We played together,
it-
yeah.
we played together for a
We
little
did.
bit, and then that just kind of dropped off. But I remember that, and that was really cool.
Man, we played so many MMOs together. We played that one. We played WoW. We played the Old Republic.
Oh man, me and Amy were into Old Republic for a while after you, not too long ago, and we just kind of stopped playing that. But that was a fun one
Yeah.
too.
But that one's free to play.
I wish I could enjoy. We tried playing that Elder Scrolls MMO, and just couldn't get into it. I don't feel like I can do MMOs anymore.
It just depends on what it is. I mean, I didn't get into the Elder Scrolls one. I bought that one that Amazon dropped a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally, I played it for like 30 minutes. And honestly, like, there's so many video games out, it didn't suck me in. And I just, like, Steam has a thing where if you play less than like 2 hours or something, you can get a full refund.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, this game, like, it didn't draw me in. I didn't really like the lack of, like, there was no classes, and it didn't do it for me. And I was like, I want a refund on this game. I'm not going to play it.
Speaking of games, I forgot there's another game that I'm really looking forward to. It is a Lego Skywalker Saga. That is
The Skywalker Saga,
that's
yeah.
supposedly coming out this year. I have
Yes.
a lot of the old Lego games. I have Lego Star Wars, Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Lord of the Rings, Lego Harry Potter's, and Lego Jurassic Park. So I'm super stoked for that, and that's gonna be all. What is it? 9 movies? Yeah,
I think it's supposed to, with like
in one pack.
bajillion playable characters.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to it. I've read recently that their studio is doing some crunch to kind of get it out, which, crunch is never a good thing. That sucks that they have
Yeah.
to do that. But that is another game I'm looking forward to playing when that comes out.
Nice.
I wish we could find something that we all got in on together.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps the mystery there,
I
But
don't
we will
know-
get on something together.
I don't know what it would be though.
Yeah, I don't know what it would be either, to be completely honest.
You know what I have been playing with my other friend Thomas? Rainbow Six Extraction on Game Pass.
Did you like it? I tried it, and I just like...
It's hard.
I didn't...
No, it's
I
not.
just didn't get into it.
That is how I was when we tried Rainbow Six. Where it was you, Jared, myself,
With
and then
Siege?
Yeah, with Siege. There you go, and Marcus. It was fun, but this isn't the type of game that I'm gonna play by myself. This is the type
And
of
maybe-
game that I only play with my friends. and that is it.
And maybe that's it, because it's supposed to be, it's like incredibly tactical.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's
dude,
it. But like,
is.
like I was saying earlier, there's just so many dang video games. Like if something just doesn't get me pretty quickly, I'm just gonna be like, pass.
Yeah. That's the beauty of though, because it's on Game Pass. I didn't.
Yeah, you don't waste any money trying it.
Yeah, so that is nice.
Game Pass, man, that's a great value right there. Best value in gaming.
Johnny is just like, oh, I don't have anything to talk about. I'm not in the conversation anymore. I'm sorry, John.
John, we gotta get you on Game Pass.
We gotta make you a gamer.
It's only $50 a month.
Stop yelling at me. No. Oh man, after this marathon, I'll have a lot more time to
when
invest
is the
in
marathon?
Sit down thing. February 20th, Austin, Texas.
Ooh, so a couple weeks away, dude.
2 weeks and a day.
Tomorrow, right? Yeah.
Is it a full?
I'm nervous.
Full marathon.
Full marathon.
What is that? 25
Austin,
miles?
Texas. 26.2. Anyone can do 26. It's the 0.2 that's gonna get you.
You say that. I'm like, that's about 26.2 miles too far for me.
I've done a half marathon
the first
a few times. No, I don't think I could do a full. Is it just running or is it like running, biking type of deal?
No, first you run a little while, then you gotta knock out everybody who tries to pass you. God help him. I'm kidding. Oh man, the first 3 to 4 miles are uphill.
Where?
And I did the half marathon. So you start at the Capitol grounds, like in between, for reference, in between 6th Street and the Capitol on Congress.
Okay.
Then you go, there's a little bit of a downhill that goes into the Congress Avenue Bridge, and you go your way up towards the, not the drag. God, I lived there for so long. How do I not know the names?
East
SoCo, South Congress.
Oh, okay.
South Congress. And you're going southbound all the way towards Ben White, and it's already it's a hill, 3 to 4 miles up. Then you bank on the highway, and you come back down towards downtown. It's a good distance downhill, but the thing is, like, if you totally overexert yourself, that's that much more energy you could have expended out towards the end of the race. And from there on, once you level out again, it's bam, 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 bam. From when I was looking at the course, if you make it to 20 with enough stride, then you can ease into the next 6.2 with, minimal energy expended. But there's those final hills at the very end that are just gonna hit. It's gonna hit, man. I'm nervous. I'm scared, but it'll be all right. It'll be fun. I'll be back.
Yeah, man, that's awesome, dude. Congrats to you. I wish I could do something like that, but I am so out of shape. It's not even funny.
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even have any aspirations to do that. I look for ways.
I had the dream, like back in 2015, 2016, I got into a car wreck. My car was totaled, but my foot got bunched up. I couldn't walk right for a year. I had to get shots in my foot. Then I tried running again. I got a back injury. I was working a job where I had, just 70, 80, 90-hour weeks at a time. No time to train at all, but, life happens, and I finally got the opportunity again, and I'm going for it. I'm all in.
Nice, man.
Good for you.
What is the 20th? Is that a weekend?
It's a Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That's a Sunday. I have off that next day. I have off that Friday too, because that is.
I took off Monday.
Day.
Oh, I think I have Monday off too.
Dude,
I mean, I know you were talking barbecue afterwards.
I'm gonna need some calories, man.
I've been to both the Salt Lakes, the one in Round Rock, Round Rock off Dell by the Dell Diamond, and the one in Driftwood. Well, we've been to the one in Driftwood plenty of times. Man, I can't wait till the pandemic is far enough along that most people are vaccinated and we can go back to the Salt Lake. I think that should be like our first thing we go back to when we can all.
So the 20th. So Salt Lake on the 20th is what you're saying.
Oh, if we can sit outside and it's not super cold, I'm totally down. But we still don't like.
I know
to warm me up.
I know. John said he wanted barbecue. I mean, hello, kitty cat.
Hi, kitty.
Nice.
Look at that kitty.
Nah, kitty, it's a bad kitty.
It is a bad kitty.
So yeah, man, if you
There,
you know,
there's no
oh,
reason. There's no reason.
Oh.
Oh no, you got on
There's
the
a reason.
cord.
look
There's
at
no
that.
reason, John.
Look at that floppy cat. Oh, it's so adorable. Is that one of
The
is that a stray you found? One of the strays that you found a
No,
long time ago?
this is not one of the strays. This is one we got him last. We got him last summer, I think. He's a COVID baby.
Aw,
Got two.
what a cutie. We're still looking for a pet on this end. Man, it's hard trying to find because we want to adopt an animal, but we want like a poodle mix, and those are hard to come by.
Mhm.
Oh man, they've got programs where you can go to the like the dogs that don't make it to service animal standard, like certified.
Mm-hmm.
They do adopt those out, which are already mostly pretty well behaved animals, pretty obedient and easy to train. Also, there are like numerous what do you call them, like labradoodle adoption programs as well.
Nice.
If you're strict on that breed, I'm sure there's many other resources that can help you out there. To hell, I'll find you a few. But
Oh, that'd be
yeah, man,
cool.
good luck in your search.
Yeah, no, we've been like when we bought our house, the first thing we said is, all right, this summer or next summer we'll start looking for a dog because we'll have an actual yard that they can run around in. But it's just COVID hit, and then it's been hard to try and find something. Amy's still pretty allergic to all animals, regardless if they're hypoallergenic or not. So. And I want to make sure she's able to breathe every day when she comes home.
Hairless cats.
I don't want. They're cute.
I
Yeah.
love that breed, man.
I don't
love
want a
it.
hairless cat though. I really
No.
don't. I mean, they're cute.
They're
Don't get me
ugly.
wrong.
No, they're ugly. I'm sorry.
It feels like a weird mix of like salamander and sandpaper, Like I love it. I
That
don't
is
know
not
why I like the
helping
cat. That's just
the
me.
case,
I'm,
but
I'm sorry. People, no, they're ugly.
I tried to convince my girlfriend to get one. She's like, "No, I'm not putting an alien in this house." Like, come on.
I would love to have a cat though. CJ was such a good kitty.
They're roommates, man. They take care of themselves.
Oh yeah, for sure. But we have a lot of stuff that I don't want knocked down.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I have the Razor Crest Lego set over here. I have my Poe X-wing hanging out on the other side of my computer over here, and then Amy has a London tour bus on our little board game shelf in the living
She got a tour
room.
bus?
The Lego tour bus, yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to get one for like months now. Like they're always sold out.
I got it for her last Christmas or her birthday. I don't remember which one, but I bought it for her last year. I think it was Christmas time last year. Because, dude, that box that it came in was so janky. Like, it was bunched up in so many different spots. I think I got the last one.
Did it have like pub stickers all over it? Like,
But yeah, I would love to have a cat again if I could. That wouldn't bode well with Amy because of obvious reasons. So so yeah,
it will come your way soon enough.
well,
Whatever it may be.
It's gonna happen. We just have to find a time to go to an adoption center and kind of look around. I think that's the big thing is just being able to go to an adoption center and just start looking.
I think in those cases, you people say they go with those with an idea of what they have in mind, but like you really just got to go with an open mind and see. It's not like what you choose is what chooses you.
That's true. And that's one thing I'm scared to go to adoption center because I know I'm going to want to bring home like 2 or 3 animals. Like it's going to be hard to leave an adoption center and not bring home something, an animal to their forever home. And that is like one thing I know we can't do. Like we can't just come home with a dog. It has to be.
Well, not with that attitude.
True. I mean, technically, I guess we could, but I want the love of my life to make sure she's able to be comfortable at home every day and be able to breathe a normal, normally. It's like, I don't want her to have a 365 stuffy nose, but yeah, no. I think it's more of us. We just need to go. It's just we haven't had a chance to yet.
Mm-hmm.
Give it time.
But yeah. But other than that,
it was a good talk.
This
was a good talk tonight.
Almost an hour and 15 minutes, and this was our first one. So
has it been that long?
It has been an hour. Yeah.
So anybody that watched this far, thanks for watching an hour and 15 minutes of us.
We got somber towards the end there. We got real.
And if you fast forward to the end, thanks for still sticking with us.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Now
go check out John's Instagram.
Yeah, go check out John's Instagram, which is John the Artist.
Like, follow, screenshot, 20% off. Best deal you'll find all day. Best deal.
I don't know what that means, but
Trump hands, the best deal you ever buy.
No.
We're gonna need to edit. We're gonna need to edit this in and put it.
Thank God I have editing.
Put that in there.
But yeah, no. This was I appreciate anyone who is watching. You know, we'll try and come out with these. I think on a more on a regular basis, depending on our schedules.
Maybe a little more structured.
It's definitely going to be more structured, I assume. This is our first time doing this.
Well, we say that, and it's probably not. We're going to go in with an idea, and that's just what we do. We're going to be like, okay, we're going to talk about this. And
we're not going to segue into these and then come back towards the end. That is how friendships work.
We're back.
But if anybody watching this has any recommendations, if there's a video game you want us to play, if there's a movie you want us to watch, if there's a comic line you want us to read, we'll check it out and talk about it. Just, drop your recommendations down. I saw that. He just left to his death.
For the third time.
Yeah, he's like, I'm over this. He's like, here's my recommendation.
It's like, wait, did your cat jump off something or something?
It was the little Harry Potter.
Harry.
Oh, I thought it was
I keep getting on it. It keeps falling up.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, did I miss a cat doing something funny? But no, it was just a stupid Lego toy. I'm kidding.
He said, I can stand Voldemort, but not you guys.
Harry Potter. Okay.
But yeah, once again, thanks everybody.
Yeah,
we're JCub3d. Thanks for checking us out.
Yeah. Can't wait till next time.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.